We are a game development studio located in Paris, France. Well, I did lots of programming when I was young and built my own games, and then I evolved into developing the architecture of a game engine. But then I changed also to producing, so I became a project manager at Ubisoft and other companies.
We had two main factors that made us want to create the company. One, he came back from a trip. He came back with the technology, saying, okay, dude, I think I have the technology that we can use to make the game.
Back when I was working at Ubisoft, I visited a studio. The most interesting part of the visit was that they were using Unity. I couldn't stop from having my mouth gaping while I was visiting them, and then when I got back, it made me think and made me want to create a company with this kind of engine.
Then we knew that, with Steam, we could directly sell our games, and we didn't need to sell that many games to be able to make games. It's not like before when you needed to sell like 500,000 copies to maybe hope, to make some money and to pay the next game.
So we've created our first game, Endless Space. So it's a 4X space conquest game. It was developed first in the garage and then started as the company revealed itself to the world.
As Amplitude, we started with Endless Space, and that's the first full-blown game that we did fully released. It was a very big success.
The main next game to do was Endless Legend, and when we started it, the goal was to make a new 4X game, but still somehow connected in the same universe, the Endless Universe.
In the same idea as Endless Space, you will be the leader of a fantasy empire, and you will build that civilization, and the goal is to be able to take them throughout the ages and to have them evolve on the planet that you realize is dying. And with this dying planet, you need to find a way not only to be the sole survivor, but to make sure the planet survives with you, or to find a way to escape the planet.
We wanted to do a very specific look for the terrain with hexagons, but still something, a mix of realistic and yet very stylized. So we didn't want to go into full realistic, but we wanted to see a terrain where you can actually read the hexagon, the altitudes, but still have something which appeals to you, which makes it real.
We also had an extremely talented engineer coming join us. We have this extremely fast and beautiful terrain. It's kind of, the Da Vinci of the terrain. It was definitely a big challenge, and if it didn't work, I think we would have been kind of quite screwed because everything was based on that.
Our job at Amplitude is, our focus is not code, it's not art, it's design. So it's gameplay, it's mechanics. So we don't want to lose time on developing a brand new engine.
We said we're not be a technology company. We would not be a bunch of engineers creating an engine for years and then work on a game. That's not who we were. We were game designers, game lovers. We wanted to quickly be able to create games and iterate on games.
Unity was one of the foundations to build the company because it made us able to develop a game without spending a fortune in creating our own game engine.
So with Unity, that was a good thing. Very early on, we had the tool, we had the games. What you see is what you get. And you can just change something. You see directly the result in the game. You like it, you don't like it, you do again. As a game designer, it's just awesome.
You could feel the pleasure of developing games again. It's brought back the memories of the 80s when you can actually do stuff yourselves.
And then we had another chance is with Unity being used in a lot of universities, as we knew we couldn't hire a lot of just top-notch guys with a big salaries. We went also for students who crazy motivated, wanted to work in indie games, wanted to work on strategy games, and at the same time, okay, they missed experience, but as they worked with Unity during their studies, right away they could work. And the last reason is financial reason. It is accessible financially. It's not something that is very expensive compared to many other tools. For us, basically, when we look at all these aspects, Unity wins on all of that. Thanks to Unity, basically, the designers can really spend time designing. I'm so happy to be able to go on the forums and see all these people decided to join us with this crowdsourcing system that we set up and participate with us in making this game, hope, a very successful finished game when it will come out later this year.